Y'all have got to stay tuned for this video. This is Monterey sausage casserole. We are doing fall cooking today. It's going to be delicious. Don't go anywhere. Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I am so glad you're here. Welcome to my kitchen. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. Leave me a comment where you're watching from, what state you're in, what country you're in, and just know how much I am happy and thrilled that you are here and thankful that you are here. And if you're not new here, welcome back, guys. You know how much I love you. My name is Leslie. And I tell you, the weather that last week screamed fall is just around the corner. That weather has retreated and summer has come crashing back this week. In fact, I just went around the house closing all the windows. They have been open all week. I just went around and closed all the windows and turned the air on. I probably should have turned it on yesterday, but we weren't home a lot of the day yesterday, so it was just not worth it. So I just now closed my windows, and that makes me so sad. I love my windows open. Hey, but I know that in reality, fall is really just around the corner. Even though we're going to have a hot summer week this week, fall is just right around the corner. And I want to go ahead and start getting out some good recipes to you guys and things that you can think about making. Now, fall, I don't know if it's because we have a community chicken stew here on our farm. So part of our fall, and it's always in October, and part of our fall preparation is yard work. And we need to start now. And there's something about Saturdays when the family comes over and we start doing yard work and prep for the chicken stew. I like to have, on Saturdays, that's like a yard day for us. I like to have a good breakfast, a good brunch. This would make even a good supper. So today we're going to make Monterey sausage casserole, pie, whatever you want to call it. But you saw the ingredients that I laid out. I think there's only one more ingredient that I did not lay out, and that is some garlic. And I don't know if I have any minced garlic. If I don't have any minced garlic, we'll use garlic powder. But I'm going to kind of move everything out of the way, and then we'll get to chopping and all that good stuff. So I'll meet you back right here in a split second.
We're going to break up this not chicken, it is sausage, breakfast sausage. We're going to break that up. Several of you have asked me if I have one of these tools, and yes, I do, but I don't really enjoy using it, and it's for this, especially with sausage, and it's for this reason right here. You have to scrape it off, and so yeah, I've gotten to where I'd just rather use a wooden spatula or something like that to break it up, but it does work good to break it up. You just have to kind of get your sausage out of it. But I'm going to cook this just for a little bit, and then I'm going to add my onions, peppers, and mushrooms. Alright, I didn't use quite all of the mushrooms. I thought I had plenty. I may decide to end up using it all, so we'll see. In fact, I am going to throw in another handful. Just because the recipe calls for half a cup, but I know Bryant loves mushrooms. And so we will add more just because Bryant loves them so much, and I like them. I mean, but he loves them. So I'm gonna look in my freezer, see if I have any garlic, and I'll be right back. I'm actually out of my minced garlic, so we're going to use some garlic salt. There's actually no added salt because the sausage has some salt, so I don't think the garlic salt will hurt. But if you don't want to add garlic salt, just add garlic powder. Found some more red pepper. It didn't get in there. All right. We're going to let this cook till the mushrooms and the peppers and onions soften and the sausage is done. While our sausage is continuing to cook, let's mix up our other ingredients. We're going to do our 3 eggs right here. And I'm going to give them a quick whisk just to break them up, just to be sure they're broke up well. I don't like egg on my hands. Alright, and so to the 3 eggs, we're going to add a cup and a cup and a third of milk, whole milk. I may need a bigger, whoops, spilled some milk. Don't cry over the spilled milk. I just spilled the milk. Alright, and let's go ahead and add our seasoning in. I've got 3/4 of a teaspoon of sage and 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And we'll give that a whisk. I have a feeling I should have used a bigger bowl, because now we're going to go in with 3/4 cup of bisquick. Holding it in there. Alright, I'm going to get my oven preheating and check on the sausage. This is ready. Right here. Let me go check on the sausage and preheat the oven.
Doesn't this mixture already look fall-like? And I think the sage that we just put in the breading mixture, the bisquick mixture, was just add to the fall smell. Sausage to me always smells like fall. So this is going to be wonderful. Our sausage mixture is just about ready. My oven is preheating, and I'm going to go ahead and grease a 9-inch pie dish. I'm using a really big deep dish pie dish just because I think this is going to be pretty hearty and probably fill it up. So I'm going to go ahead and grease my pan. I'll meet you back when we put everything together. Alright everybody, our sausage and mushroom and onions and peppers are finished cooking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix in 2 cups of the Monterey Jack Cheese. We're going to do 2 cups in the mixture. I'm saving out a 1/2 cup for the top, but we won't use that anytime soon. So I'm just going to stir this in the mixture. All right, this is going to be delicious. So I have my pan over here. This is a pottery pie plate, and I'm just going to transfer all this goodness over here into our pie dish. I'll do the spreading out in just a second. Sorry, y'all are seeing the ugly bottom part of my pan. When you cook on gas, sometimes the bottom of your pans get to looking kind of... I need to take my barkeeper's friend. Let me tell you, that's a great way to clean off your pots and pans on the bottom when they get to looking like that. It's very normal for them to get to looking like that. But now some of this may be the paint coming off. But if there's like burnt areas or grease, burnt on grease, I found barkeeper's friend is really good to get that off. All right, so there we have it. There's that. And now we'll pour on our biscuit and milk mixture. All right, we have our bisquick and our milk and our sage and all that good stuff. We have that mixture right here, and we're just going to pour this. Whoops, and I'm spilling it out. I'm going to let it soak in for just a minute before I finish pouring.
All right, I'm not going to press my luck and go any further with that. I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to try to transport this to a 400-degree oven. But we're going to cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to top it with cheese and then let the cheese cook for a little bit longer. And then we'll be ready to taste test this thing. So I'm excited. All right, so I'm going to do this off camera, trying to get it to the oven, because if I spill it, it won't be pretty.
I made it to the oven and without spilling a drop. So hopefully it won't bubble over in the oven. But anyway, now it's cleanup time.
All right, everyone, the timer just went off, so we need to check for doneness. Oh, this looks delicious. So we want to check to be sure the bisquick mixture got done. So I'm just going to take a knife right in the center. I believe it is done. There was no batter left on the knife. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take this half a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. So we are using a total of 2.5 cups on this dish. And I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 1 to 2 minutes, just enough to melt this cheese. All right, it's going back in for just a couple of minutes.
Bryant just came in. The pie, casserole, whatever you want to call it, is cooling over there. So as soon as he gets out of the shower, we will give this a taste test. Here it is. Does that not look absolutely delicious? Can you imagine how wonderful it's going to be? Those peppers, onions, that sausage, that cheese all throughout. Now, if you don't like mushrooms, leave those out, but this is going to be absolutely delicious. I can't wait. All right, let's give this thing a cut. I don't know how easy it's going to come out of here. I see lots of juices from that cheese. I'll tell you what, it smells delicious in here.
Looks good.
Does look good. There we go. All right, let's get ready to give this a taste test.
Look at there, good color.
I can't wait. All right, he's ready, he's clean, and he smells good. And so does this casserole.
It smells delicious. Here we go. You ready? You want the first bite?
No, you go ahead.
Second bite?
I got out 2 forks.
Oh, that is off the chain.
Off the chain.
That is, this is a great brunch item right here.
Okay, here's what I told him. Tell me what you think. A fall crisp day, maybe you and Daniel and Isaac and Jamie out chopping wood, and me and the boys outside kicking leaves, and me yell at you and say, I have a nice fall brunch for y'all today. Come in.
Yep.
This is good any time of year.
I'm a sausage guy. I'm a mushroom guy. This right here has got all of that in it. It
is so good.
It almost reminds me of a quiche.
A crustless.
Yeah.
It makes its own crust by putting that bisquick mix in it when we poured it over.
Home run right here. She can make this once a week.
This is so good. This is a wonderful supper recipe, a breakfast, brunch, you name it, this works. And so easy to slice up and heat up. You could slice it up right now, freeze it, pull a piece out, and heat it up for breakfast.
This will impress your friends.
This is so good.
Yep.
A wonderful way to kick off fall or any season. But, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. The plate's empty, and I bet before we have some errands to run. I bet before we leave, he'll go in for more. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Please share my video. Tell everybody about it. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me where you're watching from. And just know I appreciate you. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.